The Hoppe and SuperRICH Show with Hoppe.
Roger Goodell is a buffoon.
SuperRICH.
Unless it's a DP.
Risky.
He should have been shot.
And Timmer.
I think I need some lotion and some tissue.
Streaming on HoppeRadio.com. Hoppe and SuperRICH on WNUR 89.3. Begins right now.
Play.
What's up? This is the Hoppe and SuperRICH Show. I'm Ryan Hoppe.
I am Ryan SuperRICH.
And I am Ryan Risky.
And who else is here? Who the hell are you and why are you here?
K-Wall's in the house.
What's up, K-Wall?
He got demoted to the other room.
Yeah, because we have 3 mics in here, so he's in the second
The
room.
fourth mic went missing. I'm not quite sure where it ended up in the garbage, I guess. Well, I don't know.
There's so many sketchy people that come in here and do their thing, you can never know. All right, call the show, 847-866-WNUR. It's 847-866-9687. If you want to call us and talk to us voice to voice on the air. Also, if you're a bit shy or timid or a bit drunk, but you want your comment to come to us in real time, I'm on Twitter at HoppeRadio893. What about you, SuperRICH?
At Ryan SuperRICH, STUPRICH.
Oh, geez, that was all dramatic. What about you, Risky?
At rrisky16.
And K-Wall, where can people find your work or your
At
Twitter account?
K-Wall31.
All right. We have so much to get into, but real quick, got to remind you that portions of the Hoppe and SuperRICH Show may be inappropriate for younger or more sensitive listeners. We believe this to be artistically, not sure where the art is, and culturally significant.
Not sure where that is either.
We will be here until 4 a.m. We're not really sure what the whole daylight savings time.
Well, at 2 a.m. it goes back to 1 a.m. I know that much.
We might do an extra long show just because this might be the last show ever, but I ain't getting into that. Oh, yeah, thank God. K-Ball doesn't have to hang out with me anymore. All right, we have so much to get into. So let's get it going. What's coming up in SuperRICH News?
Okie dokie. YouTube video shows Miami Beach cop cursing at a motorist.
All right, here's the deal with the cops. I know that you need them. I know that they're there to protect us. But was this in a Miami city or a suburb? I want to know.
This was in Miami Beach, Florida. So
It's a
suburb of Miami, I
Of
guess?
course it's a suburban cop. If it was Miami, they have more important things to cover, like all the coke deals, like all the hookers, like all the drunk tourists. But in the suburbs, you know that it's very, very sketchy. There's not a lot going on.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So let's read this. This is from Miami Beach, Florida. A Miami Beach police officer is under investigation by Internal Affairs after a YouTube video surfaced showing him yelling and cursing at a motorist whom he pulled over. The video was posted on Monday by a YouTube user named Alberto Valdez, and it shows an officer who identifies himself as McLeod, or McLeod, more what it is, screaming expletives at Valdez.
Here, message me this on Facebook. I want to hear this.
All right, so the officer is identified as Kenneth McLeod, and he has been a member of the Miami Beach Police Department since 1990.
This is one of those guys where he's been there for so long, man. He thinks he can do whatever because he's in the suburb, man. Oh, I'm so sick of suburban cops having to get their quotas in, having to pull people over because there's nothing else to do in the suburbs because everyone's pretty much clean cut. You have a lot of things to try to protect, like not having murders, like not having drug deals, like not having hookers walk around. But in the suburbs, there's diddly squat going on. There's almost nothing going on. What do you think, Risky? Like suburban cops to me, it's not an easy job. I'm not going to say that I could do it, but I could do it.
Do you ever feel like you're driving on the road and then some maniac is driving, like switching, like drifting over, like a drunk driver going like 80 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, and then you're thinking,
what time of the day?
This is like any time of the day, and then you're like, where's the cops when you need them? And then the one time you go 10 over, you get pulled over. It's like, really?
That's just like life in general. Of course, the drunk driver, the scumbag, douchebag who couldn't find a ride home, so he's putting everyone else's life in danger. He's the one that gets away. But me,
hey, you get $100 if you call the police on a drunk cop or on a drunk driver.
They must not like me.
This
they
can't
must
be
have
confirmed.
Yeah, they must have heard what I've been saying on air because I've reported 2 drunk drivers and gave them my address, and I have yet to get money. So
Well, that's just because you're Ryan Hoppe.
shout out to the Joliet Police Department and the Elk Grove Police Department. I'm waiting for my check, guys. All right, what else is coming up? Or what does it say?
It says the video doesn't show what led up to the encounter, but in his description of the incident, Valdez said he was stopped because the license plate on his scooter was flipped up. And a spokeswoman for Miami Beach Police told Local 10 News, that would be in Miami, that Valdez has not filed a complaint with the department, but it opened its own investigation Wednesday morning after the video came to the department's attention. So McLeod is still working pending the outcome of the investigation. According to an internal affairs report, he has 6 prior complaints against him for discourteous behavior.
Then get rid of him!
In his
I don't get it if it's just
24-year career with the department.
I'm not saying the guy that he was facing, Alberto Valdez, I'm not saying he's a class act. I'm not saying he's going to the University of Miami. I'm not saying he's going far in life or he's a 5-star citizen. But shame on this scumbag leech cop for being able to get away with anything. That's why I despise the suburban cops. Because it's superiority. It's brotherhood. They defend each other.
Yeah.
You know they can get away with almost anything as long as it's not clear cut. They probably cover things up. This cop's had so many complaints, but nothing happens because he gets the quotas in, because he gets things done. Screw you and screw your quotas. What's his name? Kenneth McLeod. Screw you, Kenneth.
Yeah.
All right.
Kenneth McLeod is probably how it's pronounced. I think, well, because I'm thinking of Jason McLeod, the guy in the Cubs organization. I think it's spelled close to the same way, so that's why I'm saying it. That's what it's staying as. So anyway, each complaint was either exonerated or unsubstantialized. So far, Valdez has not responded to the news team's efforts to contact
Why not?
him.
If you are not responding to them, that makes me think, maybe you had something to hide, like there was an actual reason why McLeod pulled you over. It makes me feel a little sketchy. I'm not defending this scumbag leech of a cop. I'm just saying, when you're not going more forward with it, that proves you're not really innocent then.
I agree.
Because then if you were such an innocent little angel, Alberto Valdez,
You would have cooperated with everybody.
Oh, yeah, and you would have been talking to all the news media, trying to get on Howard Stern, trying to get on TV. This scumbag leech of a cop, Kenneth McLeod, did something to me. I'm not defending Kenneth McLeod. I'm just saying there's something up with this when this guy, Alberto, isn't going forward, so they're both scumbags.
Right, and that's the end of that article.
All right, I got the video. It's called Cop Loses It When I Say God Bless You. Oh, shut up. I'm not defending the cop.
Do people seriously have an issue with that when people say God bless you?
No, but listen. He's saying it as if he's some innocent angel. Like as if he just said, God bless you. And the cop's like, you're going to jail. You're done. Something happened, and we will find out right now about why this happened. I think it's a 50-50. The suburban cop is a scumbag leech, and this guy's a wannabe thug. But we will find out right now on WNUR. Call us. 847-866-WNUR. It's 847-866-9687. Maybe you're a suburban cop listening, and you're getting so angry and riled up that I'm knocking you out. Or maybe this has happened to you. Call us. All right, here's a clip.
Up in the upward position, not up in the tuckward position.
Lifts up also, sir.
Okay. Have a good day. Get out of my face before I decide that this might be not the best judgment that I made.
You have a great day too, sir.
Trust me, I will.
God bless.
If you hear the whole conversation, he didn't play the beginning part when he said, do you have weed in the car? He played it where it makes the guy sound like a douchebag. So I'm not defending this scumbag, Albert Valdez, or the cop, but it's very sketchy when he just plays the part where it says, God bless you. He didn't, or he maybe cut it out.
Making himself seem better than he is.
You're such a little angel, Albert. You're such a little great guy. You're a citizen of the year in Miami Beach, Florida.
Up also, sir.
Okay. Have a good day. Get out of my face before I decide that this might be not the best judgment that I made.
You have a great day too, sir.
Trust me, I will.
God bless you.
You know what? Fuck it.
What?
Throw your ass in jail. You want to be a sarcastic bitch?
No.
I'll be fucking a bigger bitch.
All right, listen, we are not saying the swear words so we can play it. So we can play the clip because it's overnight freeform radio. So portions of this segment and this scumbag leech of a suburban cop will be inappropriate and will be sensitive for uptight people. But this is not us saying it. This isn't Risky, K-Wall, or SuperRICH saying it. Nobody at WNUR. It doesn't represent WNUR. This is the scumbag cop from Miami Beach. So let's play this again. Because if you see this frame, SuperRICH, you can tell it's getting heated in here. All right, let's play this again. I got to hear this. I love this.
You have a great day too, sir.
Trust me, I will.
God bless you.
You know what? You want to be a sarcastic bitch?
No.
I'll be fucking a bigger bitch.
Listen, dude. I get that the kid's being a thug. I get he's probably one of those swagged out guys that when you pulled him over, he was playing Drake, SuperRICH. I get he lives on swag. But at the same time, you can't let these guys get you going. You're a cop. You're above them. You've made it in life. I don't get these cops who take these guys so seriously and get so mad. It's like, shut up.
Right.
Just like that DUI checkpoint rant a month ago. Like, why are you getting so mad at them? It's one person. And you're the person who chose to pull them over. You're the person who chose to deal with them, you idiots.
I agree. K-Wall, before we go into the clip more, what's your take on this whole thing?
Well, I mean, you know, the guy's already heated. I mean, the last thing you want to do is come off as a sarcastic asshole, pretty much.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, back to the clip. And we do not represent this. WNUR doesn't. Northwestern University doesn't. This is just the cop, Kenneth McLeod and Albert Valdez, going at it. Oh, geez.
You're fucking with the wrong dude, bro. I've been here longer than you fucking been alive.
Oh, yeah, good for you. You've been around being a scumbag suburban cop. Yippee-ki-yay, good for you. Just because you've been around longer than the guy has been born means that you can get away with things, means that you can be a scumbag cop who has quotas, who gets away with things. I'm so sick of that.
Imagine the things that he's probably done before, too, like years before this all got exposed. Imagine some of the things... Like, imagine all the law-breaking things that this cop's probably done.
All right, back to the clip. As Alberto Valdez and this cop, Kenneth McLeod of Miami, are going after it.
I put up with more shit than you can ever think of. So if you want to test me again, you'll be finding Dade County Jail real fucking hunky-dory tonight.
Oh, listen, buddy. You've been through so much in Miami Beach. I am sure you have. I'm sorry maybe you've seen murders or rapes, but that doesn't mean you have to ruin this punk's day and act like you're above him just because you've seen things.
Now,
I've made it farther in radio than anybody in my school. So can I punch them in the face and say, I've done more than you. I can punch you in the face. I can rob your car. Shut
now
up.
I have a question. What did this guy do wrong in the first place to get pulled over, Ryan? Do we know that?
It doesn't say.
Yeah, see, he could have easily been, speeding or something, but...
All right, we do have a call, but I'm going to play the rest of the clip before we get to it, just to organize the show and make things going.
Oh, yeah.
And we can keep that guy in hold and see what he thinks. All right, back to the clip. As Kenneth McLeod, a cop from Miami Beach, and this guy who seems like the class act of the year, the guy you want to have as your reference on your resume, Alberto Valdez, are going after it.
Which part do you want to fucking play?
Let's go back.
Which part do you want to play?
Just to recap, let's go back just to make sure our listeners know.
Me again. You'll be finding Dade County Jail real fucking hunky-dory tonight. Which part do you want to fucking play?
Hunky-dory.
Which part do you want to play, sir?
I would like to go to work, sir.
Then don't be a fucking little wise-ass 20-year-old punk.
And don't be an out-of-touch douchebag who thinks just because you've been in the force since 1990 and just because you've wanted to be a cop since the 70s that you can talk smack to people. I'm sure this guy wasn't completely likable, but I'm sure he didn't have guns in the car. Just let him go to work so he can flip his burgers or scan the items at Target. Screw you and go pull someone else over for your quotas. Screw the cops. Sick of this dirtbag, the suburban cops. All right, 12 more seconds to the clip, and then we'll go to the caller.
McLeod's the name. M-A-C-L-E-O-D.
Oh, yeah, man, McLeod's the name. I should have had my own TV show. Why did they give it to the Seagal brother 5 years ago? I should have had my own show. I should have been on the show Cops, man. I got their name, McLeod. It's like Dirty Harry, man. I'm outrageous. Shut up, you suburban cop. God, I hate suburban cops. They take themselves so seriously. I get maybe you go through things in the sketchy part of the neighborhoods, but for the most part, you're in an empty Dominic's parking lot looking for speeders. I hate you. God.
Scottish spelling. It's also on the bottom of your tickets if you don't like
Oh, yeah, you're Scottish, man. That means you're outrageous. It means you drink a lot, and you're crazy, and you're wacky. And SuperRICH, you never know what's going to happen next, because he's from Scotland, or his family's from there.
He's from Scotland.
You never know what's going to happen from
Wee
Scotland.
laddie.
You're as wacky as the guy who was on The Simpsons. What's his name?
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
It was Willie the groundskeeper.
Yeah, groundskeeper Willie. You're as crazy and outrageous and as ripped as a cartoon character. Watch out, you're Kenneth McCloud from Miami. Shut up, you scumbag leech.
Shut up!
6 seconds left. Let's see what's up with this.
D. Scottish spelling. It's also on the bottom of your tickets if you don't like it.
All right. Thank you.
The guy's acting like such an angel. Like, the way he's talking, if you were very juvenile and dumb, you would think he's like a guy who, on his Saturday mornings, goes to like a local homeless shelter and helps out the homeless.
I love how he said
goes to-
thank
I used
you.
to do that.
I had to do it for like not community service, but it was for
community
No, it was to get my confirmation. That's the word.
Okay.
We had to go to the south side.
Because there's a big difference between confirmation and community service.
Well, it was the same words.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get what you mean. I knew you had never
Wait,
been
was it
arrested
the Lutheran
before.
home?
Yeah, I did the Lutheran home too. That's where my grandpa was. Shout out to the Lutheran home in Arlington.
All right, here's the deal. We're going to come back and get to this caller named Danielle from Iowa who has had some incidents with those scumbag cops that always hang out in the suburban parking lots waiting to get their tickets in, their quotas. So we will find out everything going on with him. But real quick, call the show if you want to get on the air like Danielle. 847-866-WNUR. It's 847-866-9687. We will be right back on the Hoppe and SuperRICH Show. BRB.
The Hoppe and SuperRICH Show.
This is an official broadcast of Hoppe Radio. For more info, check out hopperadio.com and hoppesworld.com.